In this week's video, I'm going to be bringing you along with me and showing you some of the products that I use to get my skin looking like this at the end of 6 weeks. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome to Life with Sacha. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sacha B, and like I said, I'm going to be bringing you along with me for my nighttime skin routine. I was able to get my skin looking really nourished and refreshed after 6 weeks of using the products that I'm going to show you in this video today. This video has a little bit of everything because I am getting ready for bed, so it's going to have some hygiene tips, skincare tips, and some hair tips. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's get into it. Hi girly pops. So first things first, I'm gonna brush my teeth because when I do my face routine, there's nothing worse than doing everything, all your moisturizers and whatever you put on your face, and then having to brush your teeth after because then, I don't know, I get toothpaste on my mouth sometimes and it's just not it. So we are going to brush our teeth first things first. So I have talked about this in a few of my videos, but this is a xylitol toothpaste. There's a bunch of different benefits that you can get from using a xylitol toothpaste. This one is a natural one, I believe. Yeah, no artificial colors or flavors. I got this on Amazon. I will leave it linked down below if you're curious. But xylitol, one of the main things that I thought was really interesting about it was it can help with cavities. So first things first, I'm going to floss my teeth and then brush my teeth with the xylitol. If you've ever had braces and you have a retainer on the bottom of your teeth, you know exactly what I'm doing. You take a floss, and weave it through the retainer. It's such a pain in the ass, but it's definitely necessary. So now I'm gonna brush my teeth. I have this Philips Sonic Care toothbrush, nothing special. And then my xylitol toothpaste. I also wet my toothbrush before I put my toothpaste on and then wet it again, but that is how I brush my teeth. And then I just go around. Usually my toothbrush will turn the vibration off after like a few minutes. I just turn it back on and do another round because that's just how I am. So next on my night routine, I work on my face. If you're not new to my channel, you may have noticed that for the first time ever, I think I'm coming on camera without eyelashes on. So I decided that I wanted to just give my eyelashes a little bit of a break. I think it's been over 5 years since I let my natural lashes just breathe with nothing attached to them or glued onto them. What do you think? I felt a little bit vulnerable at first, like coming on to the camera and having you guys all see me with no lashes, but I mean, this is me, this is who I am, au naturel. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So as you may have noticed, I don't have any eyelashes on my face right now. So I need to just take off all of the makeup that I'm wearing on my eyes, which is obviously not that much, but I do wear a little bit of mascara just on my day-to-day life, just because if I didn't have any mascara on, I feel like I'd look bald. So I need just a little bit of something. So to take it off, I have some micellar water. I swear, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I think I've Googled this, but I just have this little cloth that I got from Dollarama. I may have mentioned this in an old video that I posted about my Dollarama haul, but I love these little cloths from Dollarama. They don't always have them, but when they do, I like to grab them because they're just so handy to take off your makeup. It's really soft on your skin and gentle, which I love. And then obviously I get these little headbands from there too. So I honestly love Dollarama. Anyways, again, off topic. I'm gonna use some micellar water and just put it on this little cloth. And I just like to rub my eyes with it and just take off any makeup on my eyes that there may be. Just taking whatever I can off. So that's what came off of my eyes just now. And I'm just gonna use a little bit more. I do use a little bit of makeup on my face too, just like a little bit of concealer and powder, but I'm just gonna quickly do a quick little run on my face just to get whatever I can off, but I'm also going to be washing my face twice anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of nice to get as much as I can off. Got a nice fresh face. We love that. It is literally so crazy to think that I have nothing on my face right now. I did get my eyebrows tinted a little while ago, but using my cellar water sometimes takes that tint off, so I don't know how much is like my actual eyebrow and how much is my tint, but anyways. So as you can tell, I'm also in my bathroom. I just feel like it's a little bit easier to do all my skincare in here when my face is freshly cleansed. Next thing on my skincare is my cleanser. This is my La Roche-Posay Dermo Cleanser. This is really nice. It's gentle on my face. It helps to get all that makeup off if you're wearing makeup. It is a cleansing and makeup removal fluid. Face and eyes, all types of intolerant skin. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's about here on the bottle, so I'm almost halfway done, and I think I will be ordering this again because I really liked it. I ended up getting like $200 worth of skincare from Amazon, and I'm actually really loving all of the stuff that I got. So I will leave those linked down below, and I am gonna mention a few of the products that I bought from Amazon. I went on like this whole splurge of skincare stuff, so I got skincare for the morning and night, and that's what I'm going to be showing you in my next two videos. I'm going to be washing my face with this cleanser twice just because I like to do it twice at night. I have all my oils and grease and dirt from the whole day, and I like to just wipe that all off and make sure my skin is nice and clean. So the way that I like to use this is I'm going to get my face wet, and I'm just going to use like a quarter size amount on my hand, rub it, and then rub it all over my face, wipe it off, and then do it again. So that is what we're gonna do next. So for this, I like to just get it all over my face in any little crevice that I have. So I do it on my eyes because it takes off makeup. I do it all over my chin, my cheeks, my nose, and I go in circular motions all around my face. So that was round one, so I'm gonna wash it off and do it all again. Round two, I don't really like to do this one as long, just about that much again. Rub it in, and just all over your face again. And then I'm just gonna use a face towel and dab my skin dry. You don't wanna rub your face because it can irritate it. You just wanna give it little dabs all over. So what I really like about that cleanser, it's just really hydrating on my skin too. I have used cleansers before in the past that have made my skin really dry after using it, but clearly this doesn't do that to my skin, which I can really appreciate. So now that my skin is all cleansed and clean, I'm gonna go in with some Snail mucin. So this product I actually just started using in the beginning of February. It's almost been 2 months, I think. I do feel like it gives my skin a nice hydrated look. This is a Korean brand, and if you know anything about skincare or if you've seen anything on TikTok or social media about skincare lately, Koreans know what they're doing. So after using this and seeing the way that it makes my skin glow, I feel like they do know what they're talking about. So like I said, Snail mucin, which is this, helps to hydrate your skin. It can help with wrinkles on your skin and just aging in general. I actually also found out recently when I was curling my hair, I accidentally touched the curler onto my forehead, and I was like, okay, what do I do? Like, I've never really burned my face like on my forehead before, knock on wood, like that doesn't happen again. And I googled, can you put snail mucin on a wound or like a burn, because I use this morning and night, so I didn't want to like irritate my skin or anything. And it turns out that this is actually really good for wounds and like cuts or burns, anything to do with your skin because it's nourishing. So that was a fun little fact that I learned. So, you know, this is some good stuff apparently. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and put this on. So it just comes out like normal. It's really slimy, like, look at this. And then I just put it all over my face. And then bring it down to my neck. So while that's drying on my face, I just want to dry it a little bit before I put anything else on. I'm gonna put my pajamas on because they are just so cozy, and since I'm not washing anything anymore, I feel like it's time to put them on. So I got these pajamas from La Vie en Rose, and they are the softest things I've ever felt. I love sleeping in them just because the fabric is so soft and cozy. So one of the things I really like about this pajama set is look at how cute these buttons are. They're little hearts, like who doesn't love that? It wasn't a matching set, so I did have to buy the shirt and the shorts separately, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. So I'm gonna go put these on while my face kind of dries off a little bit. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go in with a sheet mask. I felt like purple was kind of the vibe today, but I also wanted to use this one because it's brightening, perfecting, and clearing, and my face needs that a little bit. It's that time of the month for me, so it's definitely angry. My skin is definitely angry, but that's okay. You know, it happens. So there's a lot of extra liquid that sits in these face masks. One of the first times I used it, I was like, oh my goodness, there's so much like slimy liquid. But I watched this TikTok, I think, or like a YouTube short or like a Facebook short or one of those short form videos. And this person said to cut just like a little corner and then put the extra stuff in a little jar like this. This is just a travel size jar that I got from Dollarama. So this is how much liquid I squeezed out of that face mask. And then for the rest of the week, I'll pretty much just put this on with my skin routine. So I'll put my Snail mucin on and then this afterwards. So I also chose this face mask because pearl extract, I don't know if I said that right, but I don't feel like Googling it. But apparently pearl extract, or whatever it's called, is good for your skin if it's like irritated and red, which I don't know if you can see on my skin, but it's a little bit more red than it normally is. And there's a little bit of blemishes like that one right there. I picked at today because I have no self-control. So I'm just making sure that I'm rubbing all of this onto my skin. So I leave this on for 15 to 20 minutes and then I will be back to show you the results. So I like to just rub in all of that serum that's left over on my face. So something you can also do, you could either do it when that sheet is still on your face, or you can do it right now, but you can use like a roller or a gua sha or whatever you feel. This specific one is a QH. I got this from my mom for my birthday, and it's really nice because this is stainless steel, so it stays really cold. And then it comes with this little cover for the stainless steel part, and you can put this in the freezer. So it's like an ice cold roller in the morning, and it just feels so nice, and it definitely wakes you up. So I just like to go on my neck. So I'm just gonna let this sit on my skin for just a little bit longer just to kind of dry off. You can also go down here with this little roller, but obviously I don't want to do that right now just because I have a shirt on, but you can go all the way down here and it feels so good on this muscle, especially with this like hard, cold roller. For this though, you do have to make sure that you wash it every time you use it, which is kind of nice when you're in the bathroom because you can literally just wash it in the sink. So that just ensures that your tool is always clean when you use it. You don't want to be using like dirty tools on your face because that's how you get irritation, you break out. There's lots of bacteria on like face products, especially like brushes and stuff, so definitely make sure you clean them. So lastly, for my skin, I like to use rosehip oil. So for this particular product, I use it for blemishes that I have just because it helps to even out your skin tone. It can also help with any dark marks that you have on your face or acne scars. I have been using all of these products plus like salicylic acid and exfoliators and retinol in my night routine, but I'm taking a break from the exfoliant and the retinol for tonight and using a face mask instead. I usually use an exfoliant at least 2 times a week, and same with retinol at least 1 or 2 times a week, and then in between I will use rosehip oil, or like I'll do a face mask, or I'll do both like I'm doing today. So I like to use this oil last just because it's really thick, so it's kind of just like locking in all of that good nutritious stuff that I just put into my skin. I feel like it's always good to just do it at night where it can really sit on your skin and get absorbed. I usually use about 3 drops. Let's do 4 today. And I kind of just rub this in like any other oil that I use into my hands. And just put it all over my face. Alrighty, so then lastly for my night routine, I'm just gonna go in with some lash serum. Let's get really close into my eyes and maybe you can watch. So what we're gonna be doing is putting it on the top of your lashes. Just a thin layer. Other side. Alrighty, and then lastly on my skin night care routine, or like my face care routine, is of course some Aquaphor. Just on my lips, like that. So as you can see, I'm very shiny, hydrated, like all this good stuff that I just put onto my skin is gonna get absorbed all throughout the night. And when I wake up in the morning, it's just so flawless. You can just see that my skin like absorbs it all and is really nourished in the morning. And then using the face mask serum throughout the week is gonna just keep my skin looking hydrated and nice. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this routine. Would you ever try any of these products at home, or have you ever heard of any of these products? These are honestly some of my favorite products to use at night. I feel like it just nourishes my skin and hydrates it so nicely, especially in the morning when I wake up. You can just see that it gets all absorbed into my skin and just looks so flawless. So now we're gonna go into my makeup, YouTube, whatever room and do my hair because I said I did want to do heatless curls and I decided I actually do want to do that. Like I'm gonna go do it. So let's go to the other room and I will show you how to do that. And then you can see my whole finished look on me going to bed. So let's go over there. Alrighty, so now that we're in here, we're gonna start on my hair. I put my hair in just like a little bun for when I was showering. So I gotta take that out. This is the hair that I'm working with. I know you're not supposed to, but yesterday I definitely washed my hair right before bed and slept with wet hair. I know typically you're not supposed to do that, but I was just so lazy. Of course, I'm using my unbrushed brush. Such a nice brush. I really love it. So I'm just gonna take one of my rollers. I'm just gonna grab what little bangs I have. So roughly this much hair. I just take the roller, kind of flip it onto that. And then roll up. And then clip it with just these little clips. Perfect. Then we're taking our little hair tube type thing. I'm not exactly sure what this is called. Grab it like this. I'm gonna clip this side just so it doesn't move. So grab like a little section like that, roll it around, and then just continue grabbing a little section like that, roll it around. I like to just like push it up too to make the curls really tight. And then when there's no more hair, you just put it all around. I like to use a scrunchie. Like so. And then we're gonna do the other side. I also like to put hair oil on the ends before I do this, but I forgot to do it this time, but it's always a good thing to do too because then it hydrates your hair at night. I might just take a little bit and dab it on after, but we'll see. So if you want to, you can put these in the back and tie them like this. This is what my hair looks like and my skin looks like before bed. Super hydrated and nice and cute. And you can go the extra step and put one of these on. It's just like a little silk bonnet that will help your hair in the night. So when you're like tossing and turning, apparently if you let your hair just free flow around and you're tossing and turning in bed, that can lead to split ends. But wearing something like this can help prevent that. Sure, we'll go to sleep like this and see if it's comfortable. So let me know down in the comments below which products you might want to put in your skincare routine. I honestly love everything that I use today. It's in my routine for a reason, but yeah, super cute. And I will show you what this all looks like when I wake up in the morning. Well, that is all for this video today. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely let me know down in the comments below which products you would like to incorporate into your routine. Also let me know down in the comments below how you use heatless curls. If you do, I'm always looking for other ways to curl my hair at night with minimal effort. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Life of Sacha, and hit that bell button for more videos about beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. Here on Life of Sacha, I believe that looking good and feeling good on the inside and out contribute to having good self-confidence. So on this channel, I pretty much just give you different ways that I incorporate that into my life. It's honestly crazy for me to see the 6-week difference in my skin just by incorporating different products into my routine that actually help to nourish and target areas that I was trying to help. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video today, LOS gang. I hope you have a good rest of your night or day, and I will see you next time. Bye!